In this video, we are going to talk about the largest cities by 2030. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. The world's population will exceed 8.5 billion people by 2030. 60% of them will live in cities, and 1 in every 3 will live in a city with a population of more than 500,000 people. Because of this trend, it is more important than ever to get our built environment right. By 2030, it will have literally shaped the way more than half of the world's population will be able to live their lives. Our cities are already dealing with a slew of issues, ranging from improving air quality and ensuring the efficiency of transportation infrastructure to responsible food and water sourcing and delivery, housing demand, social cohesion, equality, and the risk of flooding, to name a few. Technology, data management, and the emergence of new economic and political models are all contributing to the resolution of these challenges. So, what are the primary areas of focus? The ranking of the world's largest cities will change dramatically over the next 12 years, as growth in urban areas in North America and Europe slows in relative terms while booming in Asia and Africa. In this article, we look at the 10 largest cities by 2030, as predicted by the United Nations World Urbanization Prospects. 10. Mexico City, Mexico 23.9 million people. Mexico, officially the United Mexican States, is a country in North America's southern hemisphere. Mexico City will take 10th place on the global ranking of the world's largest cities by 2030, a position previously held by Shanghai in 1950 and New York in 2015. Mexico City, the country's sprawling capital, is already one of the most important cultural and financial centers in the Americas. Its meteoric growth since the 1980s has been accompanied by issues with air pollution and transportation infrastructure, but the city has taken steps to address these and now has a clear plan for sustainable development in place between now and 2030. 9. Lagos, Nigeria 24.2 million people. Nigeria, an African country on the Gulf of Guinea, is home to a plethora of natural wonders and wildlife reserves. Waterfalls, dense rainforests, savanna, and rare primate habitats can be found in protected areas such as Cross River National Park and Yankari National Park. Lagos is on track to overtake Johannesburg as one of Africa's largest cities by 2030, with an annual economic growth rate of 5.1% forecast over the next 12 years. Lagos, which is already a sprawling urban area in Nigeria, has the highest GDP of any city on the African continent and is home to one of the continent's largest and busiest ports. Over the next decade, the city will face significant challenges due to the projected rates of expansion and growth. Its population is also much younger than that of the other cities on our list, creating a powerful demographic opportunity while also posing a risk as the city absorbs millions of young people into the urban labor force while managing the political instability that could result if youth unemployment skyrockets. 8. Cairo, Egypt 24.5 million people. Despite not being in the top 10 in 1950, Cairo is set to rise from 9th place in 2015 to become the world's 8th largest city by 2030. Egypt's sprawling capital, with a population of over 600,000 people, is currently dealing with air and water pollution, as well as notorious traffic congestion issues. With the city expected to house more than 24.5 million people by 2030, plans to reduce emissions and build a new sewer system are currently being developed. 7. Karachi, Pakistan 24.8 million people. Karachi is Pakistan's largest city and the world's 12th largest city. It is the capital of Pakistan's Sindh province. The city has been designated as a Beta Global City. It is the capital of Pakistan's Sindh province. The city, which is ranked as a Beta Global City, is Pakistan's premier industrial and financial center, with an estimated GDP of $164 billion in 2019. Karachi, Pakistan, will join this list for the first time by 2030, with a projected population of nearly 25 million people. Despite its turbulent history and well-publicized infrastructure challenges, the city remains a major cultural and economic center, as well as a key port on the Indian Ocean, fueling its growth over the next 12 years. 6. Dhaka, Bangladesh 27.4 million people. Dhaka is the capital city of Bangladesh, which is located in southern Asia. While Moscow held 6th place with 5.4 million residents in 1950, Dhaka will take it by 2030. Already the world's 4th most densely populated city, Bangladesh's capital will see its population grow from just under 19 million in 2018 to over 27 million in 12 years. Despite its status as a major financial center, the city is prone to flooding and suffers from traffic congestion. The first phase of the city's new metro system is scheduled to open in 2021. 5. Beijing, China. 27.7 million people. Beijing, China's sprawling capital, has a history that dates back 3 millennia. Nonetheless, it is known as much for its modern architecture as it is for its ancient sites, such as the Grand Forbidden City complex, which served as the imperial palace during the Ming and Qing dynasties. Beijing, China's vast capital, has risen from 7th place in 2015 to 5th place by 2030. For more than 8 centuries, Beijing has served as the nation's political center, combining 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites with the modern architecture and infrastructure of one of the world's leading capital cities. However, its growth has not been without challenges, and ongoing programs are now working to alleviate traffic congestion, improve air quality, and ensure the preservation of historic sites over the next decade of growth. 4. Mumbai, India. 27.8 million people. Mumbai, previously known as Bombay, is a densely populated city on India's west coast. It is India's largest city and a financial center. Mumbai is the world's 4th most populous city and one of the world's most populous urban areas. The most recent census was held in India in 2011. Mumbai, India's leading financial hub, is just ahead of Beijing, moving up 1 spot from the 2015 rankings. Mumbai will continue to attract residents from across India and the wider region over the next decade, thanks to thriving commercial and entertainment industries as well as high living standards. 3. Shanghai, China. 30.8 million people. Shanghai, China's largest city and a global financial center, is located on the country's central coast. The Bund, a famous waterfront promenade lined with colonial-era buildings, is at its heart. Shanghai, China's largest city, has surpassed the 30 million mark, moving up from the 10th place in 1950. Since the introduction of economic reforms in the early 1990s, the urban area has seen rapid development. Shanghai, already home to the world's busiest container port and the financial center of one of the world's leading economies, will continue to grow over the next 12 years, eventually ranking as the world's 3rd largest city in 2030. 2. Delhi, India. 36.1 million people. Delhi, India's capital and current most populous city, comes in second. With an annual GDP growth rate of 7.1%, Delhi will outperform its nearest Indian rival Mumbai until 2030. Air pollution continues to be a major issue, with the World Health Organization naming it the most polluted city in the world in 2014. Despite several initiatives, such as the expansion of the metro and emissions-cutting measures, there are still concerns about Delhi's air pollution levels and their projected growth as the city grows. 1. Tokyo, Japan. 37.2 million people. Tokyo, Japan's capital, is set to top our list with a staggering population of over 37 million people. Tokyo is already the world's largest city, and it is expected to retain its position from the 2015 rankings with little change in population size. The city has a lot going for it. It is a major financial and political center, it was ranked first in the 2017 Safe Cities Index, and consistently tops the list, and it will host the Olympic Games in 2020. Looking further ahead, the Global Cities Institute predicts that Kinshasa, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, will be the world's most populous city by 2075 and that by 2100, it will be surpassed by Lagos, Nigeria, which will have 88 million residents. So that's it for today's video. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification before you go. Thanks for watching.